Dearest love, why do you hate us so much? And he at least had the patience to stop his screaming at us and told us this story. He had admission into the university at a time when it was a struggle, but he also had a yearning to go abroad. And this man from the church told him God said his destiny is not in this country, and so he should forget about the university, and that within 3 months his visa was coming for him to go abroad. He had no passport, but the prophet was emphatic and told him to do everything to get his passport ready. He comes from a very poor background. It was with hard labor that he had gathered money in preparation for school, but he used part of that money to get a passport and some other items needed for travel, for he trusted the papa of the house. When they asked that he sow seeds of faith, he did. He spent time in the chapel praying and trusting God while his fellows paid their admission fees and went to school. He was assured that though it tarries, God will never fail, and the prophet's words were never false. He waited. No one called, but the prophet asked for money and took his passport and said everything would be okay soon. 4 months and still nothing. And now his friends were almost through with 1 semester, and all his money was gone. And he went to the prophet and tried to get his money back, and to shame him, and he was beaten and called an antichrist. The prophet still runs a church with many congregants. He lost everything. For when his poor mother heard what had happened with his school, she had a stroke and died. With all these happening and God seeming not to care, he gave up on God and had a passion for hating anyone coming to him in the name of God. People of Israel, your prophets are as useless as foxes living among the ruins of a city. They don't guard the places where the walls have crumbled, nor do they rebuild the walls. And so Israel cannot be defended when war comes on the day of the Lord. Their visions are false, and their predictions are lies. They claim that they are speaking my message, but I have not sent them. Yet they expect their words to come true. I tell them, those visions you see are false, and the predictions you make are lies. You say that they are my words, but I haven't spoken to you. So the sovereign Lord says to them, your words are false and your visions are lies. I am against you. I am about to punish you prophets who have false visions and make misleading predictions. You will not be there when my people gather to make decisions. Your names will not be included in the list of the citizens of Israel. You will never return to your land. Then you will know that I am the sovereign Lord. Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 4 to 9. It is easy to say, so says the Lord, but you can never make what the Lord has not declared come to pass for the good of the people. And remember, the Lord does not bring a prophecy for the glory of man, but for his glory and salvation of his people alone. And thus, those that misuse his name shall face him in due time. Stay blessed, trust and obey, for there is no other way. Okay.